Hello, this is your boy TV Anacondra, and I'm here, just to update us, on what is happening in Ibadan, at the Correctional Center, and what is going on generally regarding the stampede that you and I already know about. Okay, the news has been, all over the media regarding what Queen Naomi, has been going through. She has been, heartbroken. She has fallen sick several times. She has just been overwhelmed with, this guilt that, okay, somehow, or maybe, if she had not called for this, to impart on the lives of these kids, who knows, this couldn't have happened. But again, she's just being this way because she's human. And she's got empathy, she's got a conscience, okay? So what we are hearing right now is that she's not in a good place, and her mom has come out to cry to the world. The siblings have also come out to cry to the world. Everybody, Queen Naomi fans worldwide, are making their voices heard, very loud and clear. Not too long ago, we also did a report to you that a lady, has started collating signatories, demanding for fair hearing for Queen Naomi. Okay, but this time the news I'm bringing to you, is though related, because this has to do with law. Okay, so the news that is coming out at this time is, while a lot of people are empathizing, sympathizing, praying for justice for Queen Naomi and even the families of those who have lost their loved ones, some group of lawyers, have concerned lawyers, they call themselves, have offered pro bono services, in reaction to what they termed the unfair treatment of Queen Naomi, because they too are saying the pictures and the videos have been out there, and they are not satisfied. That is why we are told that there are about 14 of them who have put themselves together to offer these pro bono services, okay? Because at this time, they are not even looking at money. They are not charging a kobo. They are just going to make their services available free of charge, okay? So this is what we are hearing at this time. So this groundswell of support is coming because of Queen Naomi's well-entrenched trajectory of goodwill to vulnerable children over the years, including during her time when she was living in the palace. Okay, her love for children is, unquestionable, and as you guys are aware that Ooni Of Ife himself corroborated this in that statement that was put out there by the palace. He said that Queen Naomi loves children and she can go any length, to bring happiness and succor to kids. He said it with his own mouth. So according to the report, these lawyers, are particularly irked by the fact that Queen Naomi has been ill-treated, so far, especially on the issue of her being in custody to 13th of January 2025. Okay? So Queen Naomi, who has already spent the Xmas in custody, is going to remain there till after the new year. Can you imagine this? Who will have thought of this happening to our own dear Queen Naomi? But such is life. Such is life. If I was just, making this video now and reading this out, and just realizing that truly Queen Naomi did not spend her time in custody during Christmas celebration, and she's going to be there even for the New Year, except something remarkable happens. Then it's just so painful. I can't even begin to explain how pained I am just saying this. Okay, because from what we gathered, they said allegedly that they got orders from above that, herself together with the other people, that is Mr. Hamzat and the school principal, that they should be, held in custody. So wherever that above order is coming from, I wouldn't know. Okay, but it's really very sad. I mean, what a travesty of justice. Okay, that somebody who wanted to impart lives, somebody with a track record of always doing this, is now in this situation. Come on. It's really sad. So this is not to downplay the fact that the news of the loss of those five children is devastating enough. And that is why in all our reportage, we have always said we commiserate with the families who have lost their loved ones, but at the same time, while we are seeking justice, for the families who have loved these loved ones. While we are seeking justice for them, we are also using that same opportunity to seek justice for our own dear Queen Naomi. Because as far as we Queen Naomi fans are concerned, she only wanted to be nice, as she has always been, and the enemy struck. Okay, so the magistrate, according to the report, actually I joined the case, while waiting for the DPP. I think DPP means Director of Public Prosecution, while waiting for them to make or give their legal advice. That is what the report said, and that is why they are going to be there till that 13th of January. It's so sad, really, very, very sad, but that is where we are, unfortunately. Okay, so according to the story, it is unbelievable what Queen Naomi is going through since 18th of December. So the breakdown, apart from the fact that she has broken down mentally, and even physically, the trauma and everything for she has been going through. Is happening because she just wanted to secure. To bring succor, to the underprivileged, and that is why she's where she is today now. So let's even look at what the magistrate is saying about this whole thing. According to the story, they charged Queen Naomi, Mr. Hamzat, and the school principal for I think a four count charge. Bordering on conspiracy, murder, negligent acts causing harm. So according to the statement, the organizers allegedly invited some children for fun fair program, but failed to provide a conducive atmosphere with adequate security and medical facilities. So, according to the prosecutor, the eventual stampede at the venue allegedly, accelerated the death of about 35 children, according to the report. The magistrate went further to say the organizers conspired to commit the offense on Wednesday between 5 a.m. and 8 a.m. at Islamic High School, where the stampede occurred. He said their conduct contravened the laws of Oyo State of Nigeria in 2000. And now let me just quickly say this. Thank God that the magistrate is referring to 5 a.m. and 8 a.m. Let me just say this. The program, going by the program of events, the program was supposed to start by 10 a.m. Yes, yours sincerely did that report severally. At the radio stations, they kept saying 10 a.m. And according to the detail of the report, the security for the day was supposed to be on ground by 8 a.m. But guess something that happened that day? A lot of parents slept there as early as 5 a.m. After 5 to 6. They have already started constituting nuisance in that place. Don't forget that the security for the day has not even arrived because the program has been set for them to be there by 8 a.m., 2 hours before 10 a.m. But the greed in some of these parents, unfortunately, and very, very sadly, is the reason why that stampede even happened before that 8 a.m., before the organizers, before the security of the day could even come there. And don't forget, you see, the parent activities on that day, nobody is paying great attention to it because I want to tell all of us that look, there's what you call the immediate and remote causes of an issue. As far as this stampede was concerned, the report was that when it got 5,000 plus, they told the rest, to go back, that they've reached the threshold. But guess what happened? The greed in some of these parents did not allow them to go back. Instead, a lot of them started throwing in their kids, through the fence. Some of them were physically coming in with their kids. That action, that action alone of not listening to the organizers who said, go back, we've gotten to the threshold. That action of not listening to these organizers and by forcing them themselves in there with kids. There was this unfortunate account of a parent who actually threw a kid across the fence, hoping and believing that somebody out inside will catch that child. How can you be this wicked, for God's sake? You throw a baby because you kept a mattress there that the baby will fall on. And according to the account, immediately that baby landed, the account said the child fell with his or her head, and that was the quiet situation of that one. So for parents like this, I want to ask for parents like this, and many of their cohorts who did the same thing, and which now, triggered the stampede that followed. How do you completely, I mean, uh, 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 exonerate them from all of this? I want to believe that, courtesy of this investigation that is going on, I don't want to prevent them, but I trust the capacity of our IG of police. He has a very wonderful trajectory, and I know that at the end of the day, even parents who, by their action and inactions, contributed to triggering this stampede, I want to believe that they will be called for to answer questions as far as I'm concerned. Because, it is not fair. These people got their threshold, they locked up the place, they are appealing, please go back, go back. They refuse. It is that their refusal and that direct action of trained kids and just, taking over the place that immediately triggered that stampede. Okay, but like I said, we're already where we are, and I just want to use the opportunity to once again commiserate with the parents. Who have lost their loved ones is a sad thing. Very, very sad thing. I'm not happy because, we are talking about children here, for God's sake. Okay? So while we are sympathizing and empathizing and calling for justice for these innocent children who have lost their life, we also use some same opportunity to call for justice for the organizers and for our own dear Queen Naomi. But we know, and I know, that at the end of the day, justice will take place. There will be justice for these innocent children. There will be justice for Queen Naomi. And when she comes out of this, I can assure you that she will come out stronger and bigger and bigger. Okay, so this is the story that is coming out at this time, and I want to thank the 14 lawyers who have put themselves together. I think this is one support that is extremely important at this time, because as we move on, it's going to be all about legalese, and everything relating to law. And I'm happy from what we are hearing. We are hearing that more lawyers are going to, offer pro bono services. I just pray that God takes charge of the situation, because I know the end will be, I mean, very, very triumphant for our own dear Queen Naomi. Okay, so for those of you who are not relenting in your prayers, please continue in your prayers. At the end of the day, we all shall triumph. Thank you. I'm going to be back soon. God bless you. Bye bye.